Aaron's in the paid media space. We are in the cold outreach space. So really we can probably speak to these two topics as good as anybody. But the takeaway for today, and we'll link to 7 Mile down below, and we'll link to my lead generation demo down below as well, so you can dissect the two, is the businesses who thrive during tough times have a strategy for all three happening simultaneously, not sequentially. Not, I'm going to try one, give it 3 months, wait, stop, do the next one, try it 3 months, wait, stop. Not sequentially, simultaneously. All of it happening at once, like a portfolio. You wouldn't buy one stock, sit and wait. You'd buy a few stocks to offset your risk. That's what you're doing with these three buckets here.
And if you're not constantly filling your pipeline, the chickens, as my grandfather used to say, will come home to roost at some point.
Well, I think you were probably, to your point a second ago, you were probably feeling it a little bit to your opening story where you were like, man, I'm crushing it with organic, but not anymore. So now what? Since you...
Well, and the problem is, and this is, I love to share my own stories, is I got tired of doing the things that I wanted to do at the level I was doing them organically. So I just took my foot off the gas, and I had so much in the pipeline that for a while it didn't matter, but the pipeline eventually dries up.
With any lead source.
And so then when I started to realize, I haven't actually been doing the things that I was doing before to get the result that I'm having now. So I either have to go back to doing those things, or I've got to spin up a different pillar of traffic.
That's right.
It also takes time to spin up that different level. It's taken me 60 days to put all the assets in place that I want, the ads, the funnels, the audiences, the automations, all of those things.
For paid media.
And when you're chasing something instead of being ahead of it, it can put some strain on you. If you see customers going out the back door at a ratio higher than they're coming in the front door, and then you've got to start putting stuff, and then you got to test it, and then you got to do this, and you got that. That's why what you said about it being simultaneously is so important. You don't want to do one thing and then do the next thing and then do the next thing, because if anything dries up, you don't want to be in the chasing mode. What you want to be is in the optimization mode
exactly.
of pushing your time and your money to whatever's working best at that moment in time.
Absolutely. Success is cooked in a messy kitchen, and you want to have a lot of things happening at once, throwing things against the wall, a lot of things failing, some things succeeding, more things failing, some things succeeding, because as you see the little things succeeding, as an example, you might be doing cold outreach, paid media, and organic in 1 month or 1 quarter or 1 period. You're like, man, we're crushing it on paid ads, but we're getting killed on cold outreach, and we don't have much coming in organically. And then all of a sudden, the next 3 months, everything flips. You're like, why are our ads not converting? But over here, we're now making cold outreach convert, and we've had a bunch of referrals come in. So things are still going pretty well, but like a portfolio or a stock, I always come back to the financial planning analogy. It's like a stock chart. Things don't go up in a straight line. They're zigzag. They zigzag to the top. It's like a stair-step approach. And I think the key takeaway here is it's that simultaneous play. So ask yourself as a business owner, what is our game plan in these three buckets? I'm bringing it up here in and out. For those of you that are watching on YouTube or watching on video, I'm bringing up this 3-pillar chart right here, which again is organic, paid media, cold outreach. There's different levels of the three, but really the only argument I could make for there being more than three, and technically this would fall into organic, Aaron, would be publishing. Doing things like podcasts and having books out there, but really that's organic at the end of the day.
To me, that's organic.
Right? It's organic.
And I think you kind of made a point, but you might not have even known you made that point.
I'm good like that.
Earlier, is that what I see, and obviously we're managing millions of dollars a month in the paid side, but when we're working with a client, we tell them, look, you have to do organic too, because when people see an ad, they stop, they search the business.
Yes.
They want to learn, they want to see if it's credible. And if there's nothing that shows up outside of your paid ad, it really hurts your conversions.